Hey, my name is Godzilla, and today we're taking a look at the Playmates Godzilla X Kong the New Empire Base Form Goku. Base Form Godzilla, I meant. Sorry, that Super Saiyan Rose thing is getting a little to my head. Clearly, this is the form Godzilla gets into before he evolves. And I don't have that figure yet. So with that, a little bit of... when are you gonna get that Godzilla? You've been saying that for a long time. I swear to God, it just talked to me. This is really getting to my head. Anyway, so a little background on this guy. The MonsterVerse Godzilla is obviously a different form of Godzilla. So, ever since 1998, America has been, really doing good with their Godzilla movies. Actually, I take that back, 1998 was an atrocity. This Godzilla appeared in 2014's Godzilla, and Godzilla 2019's King of the Monsters, or Godzilla King of the Monsters. He also appeared in 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, and now 2024's Godzilla X Kong the New Empire. We really don't need to be talking about this guy. All you need to go back is about, 10 years. Yeah, the 10-year MonsterVerse anniversary is going to be soon. Anyway, let's just get on to the review. I'm getting a little too sidetracked. The painting and sculpting on this figure is actually pretty decent. For a cheap $10 toy, the details are actually pretty good. Just like all the spikes on his tail. And this tail here is actually a brand new mold compared to the Godzilla vs. Kong figure. And while I do really like this one a lot better, the other one did have its charm. If anything, you could probably swap them out between the two. But wait a minute. Godzilla with the radio tower and the heat ray Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong line do look a little different. In all seriousness, they probably combined this figure and this figure together and the new tail mold. That's really all they did here. But I can't really complain too much. This guy is pretty good. This is actually the definitive version of Godzilla that I really wanted. From Playmates, at least. I really do love the jet black skin and the regular blue non-translucent dorsal plates. And while I really do like the translucent dorsal plates on some figures, it's cool to at least have the regular non-charged up version. And if we just play with these guys for a second, he reveals some battle damage. And then, the piece. Oh, great. Note, this is the only figure in the line that has this gimmick. Obviously, it's from the Godzilla vs. Kong line, and this further proves my point that this is just a re-release. Kind of. Either way, it's sad to see it go, and it's a cool feature. At least one figure in the line can, do it. Just put this back on. There we go. At least one figure in the line has the battle damage to kind of keep that little charm. Then again, I can't complain because where would they really put that on old Shimo over here? Or Scar King? Heck, even Suko, where would they frickin' put that? Heat Ray Godzilla, regular Godzilla, and remold set aside, let's talk about his pose ability. He has kind of a half swivel at the head, at least my copy. He has a hinge joint at the mouth, to reveal some basic but fitting detailing and painting. Goji has a swivel at both of his arms, and he can kick up about that far, but with the other leg, he can kick up about that far, which is slightly higher compared to the other one. Oh yeah, here's another thing I wanted to talk about. Well, let's talk about that after the pose ability. Last point of articulation is he has a ball joint at the tail. And like I said earlier, this further proves my point that this is just a remold, or a retool, or a I don't know. But let's talk about this. I've noticed that most of the figures in this line have, hollow, incomplete feet. Obviously, they're meant to be like this considering all the licensing and stuff is on here. But why can't we have Godzilla have his full feet? Scar King also suffers from hollow feetitis. And so does frickin' Suko. You know what? If all these guys have hollow feetitis, what about Shimo, huh? All his 4 legs are perfectly fine. You know, while we're at it, Doug, too. He should also have hollow feetitis. I want my sniffable Godzilla to... Alright. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just ranting on at this point. Wait, did I say that last line out loud? I'm just confused on why this is here. Not a big problem. You won't really see it anyway, considering all of this. Maybe it was to preserve budget. I don't know, but it's there. But now, let's get into some size comparisons. Here he is next to the Godzilla vs. Kong Kong. Zuko and Douglas. Shimo on all fours. Shimo on hind legs. Voyager class Optimus Prime. Deluxe class Mirage. And a core class Optimus Prime. And my previous review, the Playmates Scar King. So, what do I think about this figure? I really like it, but only get it if you're trying to complete the whole wave, which I am obviously trying to do. Because really, if you have the regular and Heat Ray Godzilla from the Godzilla vs. Kong line, you could probably substitute him for this. But I don't know. I like him. I don't know about y'all. Oh wait, we forgot about accessories. How can I forget about this? He comes with an atomic breath part. This looks a lot different compared to the Godzilla vs. Kong ones, like I said in previous review. And like I also said in that previous review, the beams from last line look very watery and they were more open. I mean, unless you're talking about Mechagodzilla. But with this new line, we're offered an actual beam-like accessory. Sure, you could probably make Mechagodzilla and Godzilla beam clash with those two, but what about, you could probably fit this in the hole too. And your mom. But anyway, let's get his beam applied into his mouth. Open her up. And stick it in there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really like the new beam effects that Playmates are coming out with. We get an actual beam and we get a freaking frostbite blast. I mean, look how cool this looks. I don't exactly know what the Evolved Godzilla's ray looks like, but it probably looks very cool too. Actually, no. It's similar to Shimo's. But that's all he comes with. Again, like I said with Scar King, I'm not complaining. This guy was $10. But that concludes my review on the Playmates Base Form I did it again. Base Form Godzilla. Again, the whole spiel with, the Super Saiyan Rose Godzilla and it's getting to my head. But that about wraps up this review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy, consider liking and subscribing. And maybe share my content around with other people who you may think will like it. Also, join my Discord server for more updates and all that in the future. Oh yeah, you can also see my first pictures with the new figures. But that has been my review on the Playmates Godzilla X Kong the New Empire Base Form Godzilla. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.